team. I'm excited to share a great workout, great leg workout that's going to beef up those legs. When I first started working out in the gym, the bodybuilders called me Lucky Legs. I said, why is that? And they said, you're lucky they don't break off and poke you in the butt. And then I'd ask the bodybuilders, what do I do about my calves? And they'd say, blame your parents. So I've worked really hard over the years to get my legs in balance with my upper body. You can see I still got a ways to go, but it feels a lot better to be more in balance. So we're going to get right into the leg workout. All right, here we go. So we're working legs. We're not working with 100% of our body weight. So I have it all the way up to the top. First one's a warm up, and you know I love to throw Pilates in there. So it's called a two-legged squat with a semi-circle. So I'm going to come down to my legs are about parallel to the squat stand. And then I'm going to peel up one vertebrae at a time into a strong bridge, push up, and then lay my spine down one vertebrae at a time. All right, smooth, looks like that. I'll probably do about 6 or 7 of those and then actually reverse it. Lift the hips, come down, lifting the hips, a nice lower back warm up, and then articulate the spine down, and then keep that going. Okay, so get some blood going through the legs. Now we're going to turn up the volume, basically making it twice as hard by going to a single leg. But we're going to do a 3-for-1 special, so check it out. I'm going to do a single leg squat, come down to wherever feels comfortable for my knee. The more range of motion, the better, if it's okay. As I extend up, I'm going to lift this leg, do a hamstring stretch, lift my heel so I'm working the calf, and then of course the quadricep and the hamstrings and the hips are working. All right, so really getting the legs warmed up there. I'm obviously going to do both sides, and for the sake of time, I'm going to move on to some plyometrics. Plyometrics are an explosive move. Think about this. Sprinters, very, very explosive, fast twitch muscle fiber, and their legs are nice and big. Compare that to like a marathons runners where they have those chicken legs. So we want the beefy sprinter's legs. So explosive movements. So what I'm going to do, relax my head down, maybe check my feet the first few times, and then just come down and then explode. Now, I tell all my clients the most important part when doing plyometrics is the landing. So I tell them, pretend you're landing on broken glass, or you're landing like a kitty cat falling out of a tree. And you don't even want to hear your feet hit the squat stand. So it should be a lot of control on that eccentric contraction. That's where a lot of your work is going to come in. Now that's going to get your heart rate up and the legs burning. So I'm going to give you a little rest and do some plyometric calves. So plyometric calves, I'm just going to do really quick explosive movements. The machine's going to make a little noise, but you're going to have your music cranking, burning those calves. Again, really quick explosive movements to get power in those calves. Now, we're going to really turn up the volume and go to single leg plyometrics. So what I'm going to do is just let this leg hang out and really just focus on that single leg exploding and then landing softly. Exploding and then landing softly. Exploding and then landing softly. I'm going to go to that leg burns until it, which just about is. And then if I really want to be cool, I can switch legs in midair. There's a lot of cool leg choreography you can do on your leg day. All right, now heart rate's going again. So now, making my calf work twice as hard, I'm just going to do single leg plyometric calves. So really pushing off that heel, catching as much air as I can until I feel the burn in that, and then I'm going to switch to the other leg. Okay, let's end with some hamstring buttocks work and throw in some abs for some multitasking. So I've put on the 2-piece wing attachment. These are small muscles, the hamstrings, compared to the quad. So I'm going to knock it down to somewhere in the mid-third on the Total Gym Fit. I'm going to lead in with my heel, all right? So it's real easy to get my feet in. And I want as much range of motion as possible, so I'm going to scoot my tailbone to the top, slowly roll all the way down. I'm going to keep my toes pointed so this little shin muscle doesn't get burnt out before my hamstrings do. Okay, now I'm going to keep it an explosive move. Again, think those sprinter's leg. So, deep inhale through my nose and exhale, accelerate as I come up, nice and slow and controlled on the way down. And fire those hamstrings and then fire the abs. Good. So very, very important that you keep those hamstrings working. If you're going to be working your quadriceps, you keep that balance. Keep working those chicken legs. Beef them up so they're in balance with your upper body. Keep the questions and comments coming. And until next time, take care.